quickly, this is going to be a quick review of Loki. It's not going to be as in depth as we usually do.
Yes.
Just because we're cutting it into the show, but we've been on vacation. We're trying to do as much.
You're
as
trying
we
to
can.
condense.
You know what? Let me call somebody up. We might do a ZZ feat right after this and just condense.
I actually do have someone I want to do a ZZ feature with. I'll talk to you about that in post.
That is post production, sir.
Yes.
What's it called? What is it? Don't let people into the family business. No.
Huh?
There's a saying. There's a saying. I don't know. Anyways.
There's a saying. Anyway.
There is a saying. There is a saying.
All right. So in 3, 2, 1, Loki review. All right. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go? How do you want to approach this?
How long ago did you watch it?
I watched it on Wednesday.
I watched it this morning.
Okay. You tell me. You know what? No, let me tell you what I thought about it. Right. And then you tell me what you thought about it, and then we can give scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to rein in Zino sometimes on some things, so I have to let him know we're not doing a recap.
Yes,
we're just doing a review.
We aren't,
because we got to cut this real quickly. So this is gonna be like the shortest episode of the Loki reviews. Yeah.
Okay, so it starts at the beginning with. No, I'm kidding. So,
opening scene.
My take on Loki, and someone asked me right afterwards. It's a friend of mine. I watched Handmaid's Tale on Wednesdays as well, and we talk about it. So I told the person I'm going to watch Loki now. So they asked me right afterwards, "What did you think of it?" And I know we usually do our scores at the end, but this is an atypical review of the show, so I'm going to give you my score right now. I told her, you know what? I give it a 6.5 out of 10. And the reason being that while it was a full-length episode like Falcon and the Soldier, it was 51 minutes, I felt like 2/3 of it was mostly, hey, here's what's happened in the MCU so far, from Loki's perspective, I guess. Mm-hmm. Which is because, it starts with that scene from Endgame in Avengers 2012. And then it goes to him being taken in. And then it's Mobius showing him the stuff that happened to his family members, his mom, his dad, that sort of thing. And then finally him. And all that was great. It's nice to get a recap. There was very little that I felt that I learned that was new. I mean, there was, and it may be partly my fault because I already know quite a bit about the Time Variance Authority. Maybe that's the problem. Because I felt like it was more of okay, here's reminder of where we are now, bring you up to speed. I felt like this could be episode 0, not episode 1. And that's why I scored it the way I scored it. But, as usual, Tom Hiddleston, is dope. He's great in the role.
You gotta love Owen.
Owen Wilson. I'm so glad to see him in this. You know who does a good Owen Wilson impression? Seth Meyers. If you ever watch A Closer Look, he likes to do Owen Wilson impressions.
So there's and you know what? It's funny that you say that because Owen Wilson is really hard imitation to do. Yeah. Dana Carvey does a really good Owen Wilson too.
Dana Carvey does a good everyone impression.
He does. Have you heard of Barack Obama? It's hilarious. Anyways, let's not jump into that. Barack Obama's really funny.
So give me your quick thoughts on it, and then we'll talk about the little things we noticed in it.
Oh, I thought you were about to be and then we'll recap the whole entire episode.
Then the entire show. All right, go ahead.
Actually, man, I'm going to tell you the truth. You know how usually, when you grade something, I always grade it a notch lower?
Yeah.
Opposite. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 7.5.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. It's a recap, right? But this is the thing about my grade with even though it is a recap episode, because it really is a recap episode. It's kind of like saying, hey, it's letting us know, hey, this is how this show is going to work, based on the fact that, all right, yeah, the whole timeline is over for the Infinity Saga. But we're going to explain to you real fast in a very entertaining way about how, how this is going to work.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what they're telling us. They're letting us know, this is how this story is going to work, right? And even if it is a recap, and even if it is an explanation episode, as long as you're entertaining, then I'm good. Mm-hmm. And this was really entertaining. This was a really entertaining show, really entertaining episode. It was funny. It reminded me a lot of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier of when they first started out, about how it was kind of lighthearted, but, still action and all that stuff. but it's a 7.5 because of that explanation. You know, they were able to do that, but they kept it so entertaining with Tom. I mean, we all knew that Tom Hiddleston was going to do a great job, right? But Ola Wilson comes in, and then so does what is her name? Magu,
the judge or
the judge.
Yeah,
She's an underrated actress. She really is. She's actually a really good actress. So I'm very happy to see her in this. And then it's kind of.
I've seen the name before, and I know I've seen her in something else, but I can't put my finger in.
Did you ever watch The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston?
Not yet, because I still don't have Apple TV. But
she's on there. She's on. Okay. Wait till it comes out season 2, and then you can watch everything. What's it called? But anyways, it's a really entertaining show. I think it's really entertaining. It's funny. They kept it lighthearted, but they also did the serious moments. Obviously, you know, with him seeing his mom, seeing his dad, seeing his brother cry over his body. Mm-hmm. I really would. For some reason, I had hoped that they had shown the scene where Thor stays. You'll pay for that, like to see his pain, because that's actually one of my favorite Thor scenes, where because you could see his pain and you could see how much he really loves his brother. Plus, he just lost everybody. But this isn't a Thor story. This is a Loki story.
And honestly, sorry, just to stick on that point for a second, I think Chris Hemsworth probably had to act maybe the most in Endgame and Infinity War, because a lot of it was about his, like, he was the one who I felt lost the most to Thanos.
Because do we need a recap?
No.
Lost his world, lost his mom and dad, his brother, everybody. Yeah. Lost the war.
He lost Asgard. Because all of Asgard was on that ship, the entire world, including his friend Heimdall and stuff. But sorry, yes. Go ahead.
But no, and I just really love the part where like you can kind of see his humanity, and then they brought out his humanity. Remember where he says, he basically admitted the reason I do what I do is because I'm weak, you know. So I really enjoyed that part. But the thing I really enjoyed that I enjoyed was the last 5 minutes, because now you could see that this show has found a great balance for things to be entertainment and lighthearted and dark when it needs to be. And I think they've slowly gotten to that, because remember, you had a lot of things that a lot of the criticism against Marvel has been too formulaic, too entertaining, too much for kids, blah, blah.
Too entertaining. I hate being entertained.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Too much popcorn, like, you know.
Too poppy, too funny.
Too comedic. This is too damn entertaining.
Stop entertaining me.
But so I think they found the perfect freaking balance with this. Like those last 5 minutes, I was like, all right, I'm loving it. Then of course I skipped through to see if there's a post credit, but there wasn't.
No, I watched the credits to see if there's a post credit. Because I always like seeing that Georgia peach at the end of this. So all right, so let's talk about some things in there that we may have noticed, or theories that Mephisto. No. But I do. Do you think that that Loki really is the person you're trying to find? Because that's what Mobius said.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think what he is the origin story of the Loki mythology.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think. But I also don't know. Have they ever established that the world knows about Loki's mythology? You know what I mean? Like, because they never discuss.
Yes, he did in the first Thor movie. When Dr. What's his name? The guy played by Skarsgård, Stellan Skarsgård. Yeah. Where he's talking about, but these were all things they read to us as children.
Okay, you're right. And also Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they have the one guy who was from Asgard, who who knew all these stories. Okay, so good. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's the origin story of the Earth world's version of Loki. That's just my theory.
Okay.
Plus, he's Mephisto.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because remember in that church when they went to go investigate like the dead bodies, or there was like a demon head thingy or whatever. I was like, now we finally got it. We finally got Mephisto after 3 shows. So, and then the other thing I noticed, the judge kept calling him Loki Laufeyson instead of Loki Odinson.
Just took me out.
because that's Laufey is the king of the Jotuns, the frost giants, and Loki was given it was given to Odin by the frost giant king. So because Loki really is a frost giant, he isn't actually biological brother. Which reminds me of when in the first Avengers movie where they were talking about Loki, and then Thor was like, "Hey, that's my brother," and then someone was like, "Well, he killed."
Yeah,
Other people was like,
Black Widow.
"He's adopted." He's adopted, yeah. So Loki is adopted. Laufey is his real father, but no one ever calls him Laufey's son. They call him Odin's son. So I was like, why do you keep calling him Laufey's son?
Because
like,
they know the actual. I just
they know
the actual timeline.
Yeah, but I'm like, is it? Oh, you think maybe in the actual timeline he never became adopted, or?
Well, I know. I just think at the actual timeline, they're like, well, look, you're already outside of the timeline, so we're just gonna keep it real with you. We know who you are. This is who you were supposed to be. It's just over time, Maybe there's an alternate. Maybe there is an alternate timeline where
he wasn't adopted, where he lived with the Jotuns.
With the Frost Giants,
possible. Because I thought they were just trying to get under his skin. Because I was like, why isn't he reacting? Like why isn't he being like, I'm Odin's son, not Laufey's son? So that happened. Well, any other theories you have about the show before we get off?
I can't think of any other theories. By the way, her name is Google Mbatha-Raw.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was something like that, but I was like, I'm not gonna try and butcher it.
Theories, I can't think of one, but the thing that I did enjoy was the fact that
you have a picture. You want to share your screen
of her?
Yeah.
I can.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll put it up on the screen when we.
Yeah. Put it on the screen. But I was thinking of how he ended up being B.D. Cooper, or no, what was it? B.D. Cooper.
Yeah. When he was getting off the plane.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was a nice little moment to me.
So apparently he and Thor and them used to do like these little
practical
things.
Jokes.
They'll come to Midgard to do practical jokes. Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, but as far as theories, man, I really can't think of theories right now. Honestly, just because I was watching it.
Yeah, but also because there wasn't much to go on. To be honest, that's kind of why I felt like it was more of a recap episode and not a lot of new things to go on where you can say, okay, based off of this, I think this will happen. Yeah. But I liked it. I liked the show. 615. I told my friend 615, she's like, that bad? I was like, no. I'm not saying 615 because it's bad. It's just it hasn't.
You're leaving room.
Oh, exactly. That's exactly. I was leaving room.
We've learned from other shows that we got to leave room.
Yeah. So that's our short review of Loki. We're gonna do more in-depth reviews as more episodes come out. Go to YouTube to watch those.
5 more episodes will happen.
Okay, so
only
6
episodes.
like Falcon and Winter Soldier. Okay, yeah. So go to YouTube to watch those.
But there is a second season coming out.
Oh, they've already greenlit?
A second season is in development.
Wow. Okay. So that was my very bad old Wilson. So.
Oh, was that?
Wow. So yes, that's our review. All right.
We need Dana Carter here to do
No,
that.
I'm not. Hey, I'm not the impressionist of us.
Come on, you guys. No,
that's you. All right.